You guys know how a lot of influencers will ask businesses for things, right? Nowadays, even students are asking businesses for things.
Students?
Yes.
The audacity.
Yeah, so recently they got viral because they were asking small business owner for about $2,000 worth of cupcakes for free.
$2,000.
And from a
Yes.
small business.
Yes. So it's the yearly inter-hall games for NUS, which is a pretty big event, and the students there are finding for sponsors. So one of the sponsors that they emailed to, right, okay, is the owner of the Good Cupcakes, which is a small business owned by a lady with the name of Josephine. So she was enriched by the email because she felt that as a small local business, she's always engaged by bigger corporations, big corporations or like companies that earn a lot for her to sponsor them. Yeah.
Okay.
So in her words, freebies lah. She said that they're asking for freebies. So she then declined the offer, but with this reply in an email. Okay, can't really see, I'll just read lah. I'm an NUS alumni and I graduated in 1998 with a computer science degree. Needless to say, I have really fond memories of my alma mater and still live the values the school taught me today. Hard work, preservation, and non-entitlement. As such, I'm declining your invitation to sponsor, which is basically asking for about 2K worth of products for free from a small local business. As the next generation of Singaporeans, it would have been my wish to see you guys step up and earn this. Use your creativity, use your entrepreneurship skills. They are the skills you do need to survive and compete in a global economy. Asking for handouts really is not how Singapore went from a third world to a first world country in just 30 years. Regards, Josephine.
Wow.
Okay, so wait, there are still comments from
still some
around
more.
this post lah.
Wait, she posted that?
Yes, so she brought this to social media and filmed them and then tagged NUS Singapore.
The hell? Why is that necessary?
Yeah, so I just think it's pretty unnecessary to air this out on social media. The organizing committee is made up of students also, and they might really have had to work with very limited budget. This was what one of the commenters say. Next one is, your frustration is completely understandable. You are, however, well entitled to simply reject the invitation if you find it will not benefit your organization.
Exactly.
Just as Tamasek Hall is entitled to ask. Posting an entire essay on IG to shame a bunch of youth who are just trying to get an event going is a slight overreaction.
Yep.
So the next commenter say, it's common for small businesses to spend about 5 to 10k on a monthly advertising expense. Isn't 2k worth of sponsorship relatively cheap? Also, a polite rejection would have been fine. Why is there a need to, like what the previous person said, shame them? So this commenter then said, mass emailing different corporations is a long-standing practice from the past when I was also a student in our local uni trying to fund for our events. Perhaps we didn't get into trouble or labelled as entitled back then was because not many SME exist, and we were probably emailing a majority of bigger companies. Yes. So you were from NUS, right? Did you had to like partake or like fund or like
Okay,
post
this one
some-
is the IHG one. I think the committee are student made, right? Student formed. So they don't actually have funding source from the school. They must find a way to come up with all this. So they want to don't do it also can. It's an option. But maybe just try and see lah. If can, then we have better sponsors. It becomes a better event. We incentivize people to fight harder for the games.
Let me tell you something. I might be a pretty face, but I fight to win.
Do you feel that it is fair for Josephine to feel what she feel?
I think it's justifiable to feel like that, but I think it's like taking out of proportion. Like, because so many people, like in these days, right, you can just text anyone or DM anyone to get sponsorship, but you just simply, if you don't want it, you just reject, like just nothing, or ignore, just delete the message, done, forget it, no need to do anything, right? But then for you to like go step to step to do all these things, then it becomes like very bitter lah, and very hard to like blame the like students in the school also. It's because like this is our culture now. Like within this past like what 5-10 years, it has always been like influencer kind of crowd, that kind. The habits and the style of doing things is like that. I don't see anything like so wrong that Yeah.
I think her response to them, at least the first 75%, was okay. Like telling them, okay, I understand what y'all are going through. I was also from the school. Maybe try more creative means. Incentivize me a bit to give you. Or do some other things to get your sponsorship. That's all fine. But then that last jab or Singapore was not built by giving a handout. So I feel like a bit unnecessary. That's the first thing. Secondly, I thought this was what she was relaying to them, and that's where it ends. If that's the case, still okay, it's fine. Because you also feel a bit like annoyed. People come and ask you all the time. We are marketing for clients, right? I get at least 2 to 5 people, and most of them are like micro influencers and all. They ask for sponsorship every single week. So every single week, I'm rejecting 2 to 5 people. About. Sometimes one or two a week, okay lah. So it's very common to face this. And as a business owner, especially a small business owner, because usually they target the small businesses.
Yeah.
Big businesses, they know got a lot of layers to go through, difficult to get. Small business, you ask the owner, they okay lah, done. Maybe we work out some kind of barter. I promote this in the school or whatsoever. I feel she feels this way, you want to relay this to the kids, is fine. Why you need to go and flame them publicly on social media?
Agree. Anyway, right, I think you cannot compare that to like the influencers. I believe, like you say, influencers ask for sponsorship all the time, right? It's only those that really feel entitled, like, hey, you should give me this because I have this. That's why like there is a issue among the influencer world.
Okay, I feel there are no influencers who speak that way. All of them are just asking whether can or not. I have this kind of following, I do this kind of content. Are you okay to have a
Because it's a bit
sponsorship?
stupid to do so.
The other way lah. Yeah. So it's just that because some business owners, they feel, why are you asking for free food? That is the mentality they have. But what they don't understand is sometimes it's not exactly free food. They are giving you way more than what you are giving them. Like this lady, I think at some point she say, you're asking for about $2,000 worth, right? If she say about $2,000, that means it doesn't touch 2,000, and that is how much she's selling. It's not her cost price.
For sure.
So her cost price will come out to about maybe
900?
500. We take about 30% margin, and it's not even 2,000, right? Let's say 1,008, it comes to about 600 max. So for $600, okay, maybe what the NUS students could have done is tell her, this is how we are going to help you promote the brand. And it will be worth at least this amount. So if they had done that, maybe on her side, she might weigh the pros and cons. Okay lah, it's not so bad after all. But they didn't do that lah. But maybe she could have thought about it.
Yeah, because business owner, you understand the marketing side of things. What you want your brand to be out there. Yes, you are doing for free, but is it really free? Because then you can just say that, okay, you put my handle there, you put a QR code to scan, you put my brand big there on the table. I feel that paying $2,000, about $1,000 lah, which it costs. Okay, don't count effort.
$600 cost.
Yeah, $600 cost for advertising in this day and age, right? It's fine. And some more, right, you're marketing to your crowd, your target audience, which is youth.
Actually,
Cupcakes and all.
I got a question to ask you. You know, when you go for events, right? Usually, like, they'll give you goodie bags, right? So, like, let's say seminars, like business seminars, they'll give you different, like, work-related stuff. If it's, like, event, they give you, like, some goodie bags that has, like, fashion, beauty, whatever, right? Do you really care a lot about, this brand, wow, then go and research, or just use a thing?
Okay, use and take.
Right.
Okay, if it's a part of a goodie bag, I won't care so much. But this one, that is why she can negotiate, ma.
A booth, just my stuff.
Put my things there. When the winners get the prize, ask them to post on social media and tag me. If you can do this, I'll be happy to sponsor you.
I think, right, cupcakes, right, it's not really for, like, a price thing. It's for, like, for everyone's consumption. Because, if, let's say she say 2,000 worth, right, say 1,500, it must be 100 over.
Yeah, so then you can understand what you're using it for and still make some kind of negotiation.
Because, like, for me, right, if let's say I were to go for event, there's a booth that gives me like
Free
it's just
cupcake or
free
whatnot,
cupcakes for the students, right? I will not go and see what's the brand, go and research unless I talk to the person, we have a connection for very long, then I will go for it. So
correct. So
Yeah.
all these have to be factored in when she makes the negotiation. So I understand you're going to put this out there. Probably there will not be a lot of traffic coming to my business. So in order for me to make this beneficial and mutually agreeable for both of us,
This must
can you
happen.
do this? So what is the this? Maybe when you are distributing it, take some videos, take some reels, post it on this page. Maybe the NUS page, maybe the ISG page, whatever it is. post it here and tag me also. So she can make these negotiations if she wants. Like if you don't want, it's totally fine. You can just say, no, sorry,
What they say,
I won't be able
you
to
can just
entertain
reply
this.
with a
It's
no.
okay. Yeah, but if you want, you can actually find something that is beneficial for you also.
Now what do we get? Both parties' needs met and harmony.
What about you guys? If you guys put yourself in Josephine's position, will you have done the same as her? Post everything online and then flame them and even tag NUS Singapore? Let us know in the comment section down below, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye!